Hey everybody, what's up? This is your guy, Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life News. Tonight I want to talk about Robert Aaron Long. No, Robert Aaron Long. Robert Aaron Long and Ahmad Elisa. This is this is Elisa and this is Ahmad. This is Robert Aaron Long. Okay, all jokes aside, all right. I want to talk about these two gentlemen because in my mind I feel like there's going to be a difference of character when it comes to the two of these gentlemen. And I call them gentlemen because at the end of the day, they are men. So it's all good, right? We already know that they're not gentle because they went out and they killed 13 people altogether, or maybe more. But let me just break down what Robert Long's motive was. Robert Long motive was to eliminate temptation. He actually was heavy in the church, right? All right. So let's go. Let's switch it to the other side. Ahmad Alisa, he was an Islamic Muslim from Syria, but raised in the United States. They both were religious in a sense, right? Robert Aaron Long had a sex addiction. Uh, he saw massage parlors as his temptation. He was headed to Florida to commit more shootings premeditated. So that means not only was he killing people, he was going to kill more because he felt that uh, these happy endings was a temptation to him, and his way of helping others was to go out and kill more people in the name of sex addiction. He was treated for sex addiction and and he also considered suicide, but killing would help people like him more. So again, like I said, he was going out to kill people because he had an addiction and he felt that everybody else who had an addiction and their addiction was parlors like that, he would go out and kill them so there would be less parlors in the world so that these temptations wouldn't be fulfilled by sex parlors. Nobody told me, but I did a little digging, and he was kicked out of his parents' house due to his addiction the night before. He purchased a gun a few hours before the killings. Now, let's go to Ahmad Elisa. Now, check this out. Robert Long was 21 years old. Ahmad Elisa, 21 years old. He was mentally disturbed and paranoid. So his family tells a story about when they were out at a restaurant and he was pointing out the window saying that they're watching him, pointing, saying that person over there is watching him. And when the family looked out the window, there was no one there. He was raised his entire life in the United States, but born in Syria. Which what does that mean to you? Because what that means to me, he's an American. He was a wrestler in Arvada West High School, and his Facebook posts included Muslim, anti-Trump references along with homophobic slurs. So okay, so we know that he wasn't talking about Islam or Muslims in a negative way. He was talking about his love for Islam, but he was talking about how Trump divisive nature actually caused more racism in the United States. And if he was like a real strong in his Muslim beliefs, he would be homophobic. So he would put things out there that would go against the LGBTQI community. So, okay, so we understand that. My only problem is I was at work, and while at work, I had a coworker say to me, um, "Since we have a new president, the Syrian nationalists is out. They killing people. So this is the type of things that go on in our world. You have people with no ideas of what the world is like. So they turn around and they blame people. No." You're a bully. And when you bully people, people turn out to be like him. He was bullied. And if you do a little more digging in his background, he was bullied growing up. So what happens to bullies? Bullies cause people to get into this depressed mode, and people become afraid and paranoid and psychotic. And sometimes they kill themselves, and sometimes they go out and kill people. Now, on the other hand, um, you have the young man Robert, who was just going out to kill people because he was horny. But the problem that I have with that is that they didn't put him in a light like they put this young man right here. The light that they put on this young man was he was a Muslim and he was going out to kill people. I'm not going to name who, but we had a president that had a Muslim ban on people from Muslim countries, yet we spent billions of dollars on the Saudi regime, right? So for someone to say, oh, Muslims are bad, then why are we doing business with Muslims? So that point is a moot point and it doesn't exist. I don't want to hear Muslims this and Muslims that. No, America, blacks, whites, Asians, everybody have a fucked up flaw. Everybody have some type of depression. Everybody has some kind of mental illness, if you want to believe it or not. Now, the gentleman, Robert, he also had a mental illness. His mental illness was addiction. Anything that you can be addicted to make you mentally ill. He was sick. What's the difference between the two? Not a damn thing. So I would like for all you people out there, and y'all know who y'all are, stop pointing fingers. Killers are killers. Evil is evil. Mental illness is mental illness. And you can't pass a judgment until you know all the facts. So before you pass a judgment on him, don't pass a judgment on him. Two people that did the same thing. All right. I'm tired of ranting on about that because, like I said, I'm gonna make this short. Um, but I want to say this to you guys, right? Before you leave, please do this for me. I'm gonna do that again. Do that one more time. Do this for me. All right, guys. So right now we're looking at a story out of Georgia. Mario Clark had a shootout with his father because his dad didn't want the weapon in his home. Mario wasn't hearing dad, who has every right to deny any weapons in his home. If this is your home, you can tell whoever you want, I don't want that there. Dad tried to disarm him and it went left. Take a look at the altercation. Y'all bear with me. You can see Mario taking shots at his father, running in and out of the camera's range. Mario's father didn't return fire in a fight for his life. The officer on patrol made contact with Mario outside the father's home, and yes, he still had the gun. No charges to Mario Clark's father, as the officer stated and reported he acted in self defense. Mario, on the other hand, has been charged with aggravated assault and booked in Coweta County Jail in the state of Georgia. So I want to say to everybody out there, um, listen to your parents, man. You're going to be a parent one day. You're gonna have you're gonna be the boss of something. You're gonna be a owner. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're gonna be an employee. You're gonna whatever. You're gonna be somebody that have to listen to somebody, right? Or you're gonna be someone who have to make decisions and people have to listen to you. So the point I'm making is before you react, right? Remember that can be you. This man went and shot at his father. What if his father would have got hit by one of them bullets? Or someone in the home would have got hit by one of them bullets? Come on, guys. We have to love ourselves, especially black people. Brother Mario, if you can hear this, man, what's wrong with you, bro? You're 26 years old with a whole life ahead of you. Your father support you because obviously he did because you were able to come to his home. So that means he welcomed you in his home. But the only rule he asked you to follow is to leave your weapon out of my house. Dad have every right to ask you to leave the weapon out of his house. He don't know if that weapon have bodies on it, if that weapon was used in a robbery, if that weapon was used to commit any type of crime. So yes, leave the weapon out of my house. Now, what you could have done if you were actually a good son, you could have said, Dad, I want to get my carry concealed. I want to get a weapon in my name. I want to get something that's going to be able to protect me while I'm out here in these dangerous streets of Georgia. You did not do that. You decided to turn the weapon on your father. Bro, if I was Charlemagne, you would be getting a TDOD. You know what that means? Hee haw. You would have got that. Bro, I don't have nothing good to say about you, man. If that man would have died, you would have been broken. If it was your little sister in the house and that bullet went through the walls, you would have been broken. If it was your mom, you would have been broken. Black people, start thinking before you do. We don't always have to play the bad guy, the bad boy, the bad role, the tough guy. Be the intellectual. Be the smart person that understands that if I do this, this is what's going to happen. I'd rather not do this. Let's talk. Diplomacy works. So if your dad asked you to not bring that weapon in, that was a form of diplomacy. He asked you. He didn't have to ask you. He could have just said, no, get the fuck out of here. But he didn't do that. He gave you an opportunity to do the right thing, and you turned around and did the wrong thing. You will never have the love of your father again, brother. You will now be considered a pariah to your family because you're so. I don't know if you were on drugs. I don't know, but bro, I have nothing to say to you, man. I have nothing to say to you. The only good advice I can give you is slow the hell down. Get your mind together. All right. Anyway, this is Mr. Talk 718 with Talk Life. Yo, thanks to everybody who's out there that support me, that show me love. Guys, I love you very, very much.